Hello, today I welcome you to my world of watches, and in this video I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you should own at least one G-shock in your collection. Let's see what it's all about. So today we are talking yet again about G-shocks and specifically why you should own at least one in your collection. As you may or may not know, G-shocks are pretty much the most rugged watches in the whole watch industry. That is one of the reasons why they are so popular. You can take it anywhere. Hiking, swimming, gardening, construction work, it will survive it. There's even a video on YouTube where a G-shock is being run over by a truck that weighs almost 25 tons. Casio broke a world record with this video for the heaviest vehicle to drive over a watch. These watches have been to space multiple times and some of them are even space certified by NASA. Also, they're heavily used by military personnel, so yeah, just tough watches, and here are 5 reasons why you should own one. First, and the most obvious, is the durability of them. They can take a serious beating all day long. They have 200 meters of water resistance, so you can do different water activities and even go diving if needed. The whole watch is made out of plastic and resin, so really if it falls you will see a minor scratch on the case, and it being resin you can always change it for very cheap. The case is built so that no dirt or any sort of dust could get in. That again is very useful if you're taking it on a rough journey. Also, the case goes over the glass and it protects it from majority of scratches. But if you want to go one step forward, there are even these bull bars that protect the glass even more. And the last thing is that most of the G-shocks have this U-form, and this sort of design is chosen not only because of comfortability, but also for protection. If the watch falls, this feature will absorb most of the impact, and as I've said, they are used in military, so they have to be tough and reliable. The second reason is versatility and possibility to choose what really suits you. There are literally hundreds of different models to choose from. I found an article where someone lists 97 different G-shock squares, and that's only squares. They come in different shapes, have different functions and colors, and this is one of the main reasons why I love G-shock. There are so many options to choose from when it comes to buying one. If you love colors, you can go for something like a GA-4004AGF or the GA-110A9, and if you like something more stealthy and dark, you can go for a GA-100 1A1 or even the new GA-2100 1A1. Maybe you like steel, you can go for a GMW B5000. The list goes on and on. For example, if I know that I'm going to do some gardening that day, I'll put on my G9000 mudman, and if I'm going to go grocery shopping and my outfit is more colorful, I may put on my G7900. And if you don't like the color when you get it, you can always order a different color bezel or band for pretty cheap on AliExpress or eBay. So not only you get to choose from a lot of options, but also if you want to do some modding to it, you can do that for a rather affordable price. The third reason is the functionality of them. The base models of G-shock usually have the basic features like a stopwatch, a countdown timer, and an alarm. But some people might need a little bit more than that, and Casio got you covered. Of course, the functions you get depends on what model you go for, but for example, I have 4 G-shocks, and the G9000 mudman has 2 stopwatches, a countdown timer, 4 alarms, and a world time. The world time function is especially good for those people who like to travel a lot. The G7900 has a tide and moon phase indicators, maybe you like fishing or surfing and you need those sort of things. Then again, 2 stopwatches, a countdown timer, 4 alarms, and a world time. And the last 2 I got are the GA-110 and the GA-120. They both have a stopwatch, a countdown timer, world time, 4 different alarms, and also you can calculate your speed with these watches if needed. Also, Casio have released a G-Lite line which features G-shocks made for people who surf. They have moon and tide graphs. Some models even have a yacht timer. Also, there are models that features atomic time. This feature sets a correct time for you automatically each and every day, so you get a very accurate time. So when it comes to functionality, there's again many different options to choose from. The fourth reason is the longevity of these timepieces. The first G-shock was released in April of 1983, and believe me or not, some people still have them to this day. Here's a listing of the first generation DW5000C G-shock, and as you can see, it goes for a lot of money. But this example just proves that these watches are practically immortal. Because of the build quality and design, nothing really happens to the insides of the watch. They are protected very well, so if you find an old G-shock, all it takes is to find a new bezel or band and that's it, you're good to go. The movement is digital, so again, it won't require pretty much any maintenance apart from changing the battery once in 3 to 5 years, and that again costs a couple of dollars. You could do it by yourself. You can extend the battery change time by going for a tough solar model. The tough solar feature enables you to charge the battery with the help of the sun. People happily use these watches for many years. I have the Mudman for almost 2 years now, and it hasn't let me down ever since. So if you want a watch that will last you a very long time, I would of course advise you to look into G-shocks. And the last reason why you should consider buying a G-shock is the price. These watches are made not only to last but also to be obtainable for pretty much everybody. The cheapest G-shock, the DW9052, costs as low as $38 on Amazon. Again, the price depends on what model you choose. You can also look at the DW6900, the DW5600, and all of the GA models if you're looking for something cheap. But that doesn't mean that there are no expensive models of G-shock. For example, the Frogman Murakami can set you back around $10,000 to $20,000, and I believe there are even more expensive models. You can get into G-shocks at a very low price, but let me tell you, most of the time it becomes an addiction, and G-shock collectors know what I'm saying. I have already bought 4 different G-shocks and I'm constantly looking to get another one for a bargain. I of course always review them on my channel, but yeah, just be careful. And as I've said, the only maintenance cost is pretty much just the battery, which costs a couple of dollars. So there you go. Here are the 5 reasons why I think you should own at least one G-shock in your collection. They're truly great watches that you can get into at a very affordable price. The maintenance costs are close to none. You can modify them all day long and they will last you a decade or even more. So if you want something reliable, consider getting a G-shock. So as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you like my video, please leave a like and also consider subscribing and hitting that little bell so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And now thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.